Welcome YouTubers, Minecrafters, and gamers alike. My name is D33DZVILLE, and this is DZVILLE Tutorials. So today I got something fresh out the lab for you. Welcome YouTubers, Minecrafters, and gamers alike. My name is D33D, and this is DZVILLE Tutorials. So today I got something fresh out the lab for you. I got content due up in wazoo that can wazoo that can be used as blooper reels, dude. Like, I think the blooper episode is something that can make me laugh and cool. That's definitely going in. Let's definitely go in. Welcome YouTubers, Minecrafters, and gamers alike. My name is D33D, and this is DZVILLE Tutorials. So today I got something fresh out the lab. Dude, up to the wazoo that can be used as blooper reels, dude. That's definitely going. That's definitely going. Alright, welcome back YouTubers, Minecrafters, and gamers alike. My name is D33D, and this is DZVILLE Tutorials. So today we are going to jump into this flower farm build, which is my version 4 for this flower farm. We are going to basically build the basic farm itself, and the way you house it is strictly up to you. I definitely will do a tutorial at some point on how to basically house this up, but I'll pretty much let you guys use your imagination as far as housing it up and covering the redstone. Everybody is different, but I am going to give you the circuitry and the basic build of the farm here. So the build is going to be 26 by 23, and it can go as 2 deep, and it's going to be going at least 4 high. The colors that are represented in this actual diagram pretty much represent where you're going to be laying things at, and I do that to make it easier for me to be able to explain to you how to put it together. Seeing that I'm fairly new, I don't really count blocks, I just kind of go with the build. So we'll get used to that as we go along. So ultimately the red concrete represents exactly what you think it represents. It represents where you're going to be running redstone or some type of redstone component. The gray concrete, that's going to represent where you're going to be setting your dispensers on top of. And the borderline with the lime green and the pink, that represents the border of your build. The gray blocks that you see that stack up like columns, those are where you are going to be basically feeding in your rails, and as well as putting in your addition and getting it prepared to have it your composter and things of that nature if you decide to expand upon your build. If you're not going to expand upon your build, your composter will not really be needed at that point. So that's still gonna be strictly up to you. But keep in mind, as you will see when we put this thing together, this thing takes a ton of bone meal. So like I said, keep that in mind. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and we're going to grab our dispensers and let's start laying our dispensers out. So if you've taken the time to set it up this way, then you should be okay. It's just a matter of laying stuff out. And then I want you to come over here and I want you to throw these dispensers on top of here. Alright, cool. So this is what you should have right now. And each one of those dispensers that you see, they represent one flower. So there you are, basically all 16 of your flowers. They're right here. So let's go ahead and let's get the redstone pumping. I think that would be best. Now we're ultimately going to need to fill these dispensers up with bone meal, but it's probably best that if we go ahead and get our redstone going first, only because when we do initiate and connect the redstone to the dispenser, it's gonna spit out some bone meal and we don't want that to happen, so we have to fill it, put some more back in. So let's go ahead and do the redstone portion of it first. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and just start running the redstone along these lines here. Alright, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me. Alright, there you go, sprinkle me. Nice, nice. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Alright, and so we want to kind of come right here to where we got this break here. Then we are going to do the same thing on this side. Let's come on and go ahead, sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Yeah, let's go. Alright, excellent, excellent. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then let's go over here and run these as well. Sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me. Now we're not going to go that way quite yet, and I'll kind of explain to you why in a little while. So let's just go here. So right now, if you take a look, all of your dispensers should actually be hooked up right now. Okay. Alright, so what I want you to do is I want you to take your repeaters. We want to make sure that our signals are going to be able to reach all of our dispensers the way they should. So let's go ahead and throw a dispenser there. I'm sorry, a repeater there. Let's throw a repeater there. And then let's throw a repeater there. Alright, good. So now what we want to do is we want to get something that's going to power our dispensers. So let's go ahead and start making our trigger or our circuit that's going to basically run our dispenser. So what I want you to do is I want you to knock this block off and I want you to replace it with some redstone. Then I want you to come around the back of that block and I want you to throw a sticky piston. You probably could put the sticky piston out first, but I do things unconventional sometimes. And then here what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and throw some redstone touching the piston to the redstone block. Alright, so now we basically got our circuit. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and grab a lever. Alright, and let's grab a lever and let's just throw a lever there so we can get that started. So this is basically what you'll get once you connect everything here. And everything you see, everything's lit up. We got it all the way through, going all the way through here. Let's also make sure we got everything going on over here, looking good. I still think we'll have it there. We'll be fine. We've still got a flame coming from that redstone. Alright, cool. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take a block of your choice. And for the purposes of this build and keeping it with the theme, we are going to go with some pink and lime green concrete. So let's go ahead and grab that on the fly. Let's move some of this stuff up. Lime green, and we're gonna go with pink. All right, excellent. So we are just going to, you can, alternate however you want. Just for purposes of doing this, I'm just gonna keep it with the theme. All right, and as you can see, as we're starting to put in our bricks, you can actually hear the dispensers clicking on, meaning they are being powered up. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do this one here. I'll bring it there. Pink there. All right, cool. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and kill this redstone right there, and then let's throw bricks there. All right. Actually, we're not gonna need that one. Yeah, scratch that. All right, so let's go ahead and connect some more redstone. So make sure we get these powered up. All right. All right. So now at this point we have all of our dispensers ready to go off. So at any point in time, if we throw some boom in there and turn it on, we can fertilize some stuff. So now let's go ahead and let's get our chest in play over here. So what we want to do, because we want to try to close this up ultimately. So what I need for you to do is I need for you to grab your chest and take this slot here, chest, 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 and chest. So you should have 4 chests coming from dispensers that are kind of higher than the rest of those on the other side. These are actually going to be your 2 tall haw flowers, and they are going to be ran like that for a reason. So once you got that, you're going to need to go in the back of here, and let's go down here, and we're going to need to throw a hopper on these chests. So let's get that done. Hopper. All right, and we're actually going to be going with another hopper right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopper. 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 All right. So this is what you should have upon going to that chest. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get our grass, and let's go ahead and get the I'm sorry, not our grass. We want to get our rails. Oh deeds. Oh deeds. All right, let's go ahead and get our rails. So let's go ahead and grab some rail, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and grab a minecart with some minecarts with hoppers. All right, boom, 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 and we need one more. Okay, great. All right, so we're basically gonna just go here. We're gonna throw a minecart with hopper on it. Same here. One there, and boom, there's your minecart with hopper on there. We're just gonna put that there, and then eventually we'll come back and we're just gonna throw some stairs or maybe some glowstone or sea lanterns, anything that we'll still be allowed to open our chest up at and still have it covered up. So that's gonna be pretty much for that. We're just gonna take some grass and we're gonna sit it on top of that. All right. All right, cool. You guys are doing great. Hopefully you're following along pretty well. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have so far. Once again, the chest represents the front of your build, and the side with no chest represents the rear of your build. All right, cool. So now what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and plant our flowers, and we are going to go ahead and fill up our dispensers with bone meal. So let's go ahead and move some of this stuff up, and yeah. So usually, I keep my inventory like I would in my normal survival world. My inventory is always full. It doesn't matter what type of storage I have, and you try to be organized, and you go on a mission and you just cleared out your inventory, and then you got tons of stuff in your inventory the next time you look up or you try to grab something. So why not keep it fluent? All right, so let's go ahead and get our flowers. So we want to go here. And since we're planting all 16 of these flowers, keep in mind, and once you plant these, you won't have to plant them again. Let's go ahead and grab those, and then let's get two of these. Let's go with these two. All right, and we don't want to throw them. We actually want to keep them, and let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to that right in front of the dispenser. All right, make sure that you get each one. And once you plant these, you won't ever have to plant them again. So uh, this is basically your template for your flower farm. So let's get the next six. So we're gonna go with this, and this, and this. No, not that. This we're gonna save for later. And since we do have space, let's go ahead and grab these two. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and lay these out. Oops, let's cover that up. All right, there you go. So we got the 12 small flowers. Now keep in mind, you can put this flower farm in any biome, as I said before, and even the ones that have like the lily of the valley and so on and so forth, things that are rare and specified to only a flower biome. With this flower farm, you don't have to worry about that logic. That logic is out the window. All right, so let's go ahead and get our two tall flowers planted. Now, I will tell you this, the sunflowers, when you lay them, and I want you to see what I mean, you would have to, if you want your sunflowers to be displayed with them facing you, when you build your farm, you're going to have to build it coming from this direction. Because as you can see, no matter what direction you go, sunflowers are always going to face towards the sun. So basically, your back of your build or the front of your build would need to be facing towards the direction of the sun. So keep that in mind. If that's not anything you're really concerned about as far as the look, then cool. Then just place your flower there. Let's go to rose bush. We are going to do the lilac, and we got one more. What are we missing? We're missing that other pink flower. There it is right there. All right, there you go. All right, cool. So now we pretty much got our template. So this is basically the template for our flower farm. All right, so let's go ahead and start getting this stuff cleared out here. Let's get these flowers cleared out. We're gonna need these anymore. You won't need to deal with those anymore. All right, cool. And let's go ahead and get everything filled up with bone meal. So this process is tedious. A time lapse coming up, and once we get back, we will continue. So since we are symmetrical, we can go ahead and start laying our rail down for our other two tracks. So you want to go to the outside and lay the tracks. Basically the side that the redstone is going to be running on. Let's go ahead and turn around, get that in there, and a rail, and then let's do a lever. Alright, cool. Alright, you got your train set up right there, and let's do the same thing on this side. Redstone side. Okay, power rail, regular rail, and same thing on that lever. Oops. And let's go ahead and flip that, and then we're going to throw a lever here. Let's go ahead and flip that. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw our rails there. Alright, great. So now here's another bone meal section. So let's cut these off and let's wait till it comes all the way back. Alright, let's get bone meal. Alright, and let's grab some more bone meal. And let's stop this one. Alright, let's keep those going, keep it moving. Let's get those moving. So keep in mind, these won't ever be stopping until you cut them off. So during the actual use of the machine, these will continuously be running. Just from kind of looking at it, you could actually take one of those rails away, one of the power rails, because this is shorter than one of my normal rails that I run. So you could probably take that off, so you can actually put your loading station, right up under that. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll leave that up to you once you do the final build. So let's go ahead, now that we got our rails running, let's go ahead and get our farm and see if that's running. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grab some grass, and let's go ahead and start filling this in here. So you want grass there, so you want 4 pieces of grass in between, all the way over each flower. Alright. Alright. Alright, there you go. So let's see, I think we're looking good. We got our redstone hooked up over here. We got bone meal and everything. Let's actually see if everything's working. So let's go ahead and flip this switch. And boom. There you go. Alright, let's cut that off. We don't want to use all our bone meal up. So basically you use the bottom one as the template for the top, and it just multiplies over and over again. What we're going to do is we're going to do the water portion of it, and get our hoppers for our storage system here on this side, and then that's pretty much going to be the end of the tutorial. So you guys, we are definitely coming to the end. And you guys have been awesome. So we need to get our water system in, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's throw some chests here on the side. Let's get some chests. Okay, and we're gonna do our Make sure we got our chest here. Just break out these flowers because they will populate any open space that's within the area of the bone meal coming off. Sorry. Then you just want to run some hoppers into that chest. Alright. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, good. Alright, great. So let's go ahead and now let's get our water circuit going. So alright, so now we are going to do the etho part of our circuit system here, as well as the circuit that's going to be running our dispensers. But before we do that, let's go ahead and grab whatever block or whatever you're going to use to enclose your flower farm. Let's go ahead and start putting that out there. There we go. One out. And yeah, I'm really not on point right now, but that's all right. It's a long build, you guys. And let's go ahead and like so. All right, cool. Then let's go ahead and do a second level. And that's just to make sure that we don't lose any flowers, because we can't be claiming 100% lossless if we are losing flowers. All right, that's that. Excellent. So now let's go ahead and put our dispensers in. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and come halfway, and then we are going to just kind of burst this area out right here and make it into an L shape. And then I want you to come down here with your dispensers and connect it to that top level upside down, and put 4 of them directly above your head. All right, excellent. And let's go ahead and get out of there. That's what the L shape was for, so you can get out easily. And let's make sure we cover that back up. Please do not forget to cover this back up and continue on with hooking up your circuit, because what's going to happen is you're going to get water that's going to go down there and destroy your template, and you're going to have to tear all of that up and replant stuff. So definitely not anything you want to do. All right, so let's go ahead, and while we're up here, let's get our post for our second section, which is going to be coming in the future. So let's go ahead and lay a chest right here. So we go put a chest right here, you guys. Let's go grab a chest. As a matter of fact, let's grab some chest. All right, cool, chest. All right, boom, chest. Now keep in mind, you can make this a double chest or whatever you want. If you're just going to make this a single layer farm, or you're not going to continue up with the additional part that's going to supply the bone meal, then at that point, you know, you would pretty much just put one over here. You do the same thing. Actually, you want to come down one level. Sorry, you want to come down one level and put it right there. Sorry about that. Glad we caught that. All right, cool. And there would be no, yeah, got that there. Cool. All right, that's there. And then let's go over here and let's do the same thing here with this one. Temporary block there, you can put that there. Temporary block there, you can put that there. All right, cool. So now what we want to do is we want to basically fill these up with bone meal, and let's get that done. All right, let's move that up there. So as you can see, this video probably is gonna have a lot of time lapse. It does take a while to fill up all this bone meal, but this is the best way to get your best production. You know, so even if you did build something that creates bone meal, you would want to kind of wait till all the hoppers and mine carts and all of that are kind of filled with bone meal just so it can stay fluent out. You don't have to actually you know run it that way, but that just makes your contraption run more efficient. All right, so we're gonna not get Lappy Lazuli, and we're just going to fill this up. And as I said, this does take a ton of bone meal. And keep in mind, as you see in the build, you probably can see places where you can slice things out. You don't necessarily have to use a chest here. You can go directly to your second level, if you got your farm, or your zero tick machine or something like that up there. You can actually just kind of run directly into that versus having a chest here. But this is more so for those people who actually don't want to build anything additional, just kind of want to have it as it is. I wanted to make sure that I provided instructions so you can get that done. So yeah, let's get that there, got that there. All right, and then let's go ahead and drop that up there, and let's get some more bone meal. All right. All right, and I think that's everyone. All right, excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to want to just take our hoppers, and we are going to go ahead and plug those hoppers into this chest like so. And then we want to go ahead and plug a hopper into that, and we want to do that on both sides, or pretty much on all the chests. This one we're only going to need to go one high just because it's already elevated. Alright, there you go. So now at this point, what you would basically want to do is you want to go ahead and get your composter. So let's grab a couple of those. Composter. Alright, cool. And then we're going to throw our composters right here. You may want to have to. There you go. Alright, cool. All right, and now we have that set up. And what you would want to do then is you would just want to run some hoppers into this composter. So you may have to go one up. All right, we are getting there, you guys. We are getting there. Believe me, this build is very tiring for me, but we got to get to the end. You know, and I would strongly suggest, you know, during the build, if you kind of get tired or something like that, you know, take a break, walk away. You know, sometimes it can get frustrating and you miss a step, and so, you know, just make sure you kind of take care of your mental at the same time. All right. And I think that's each one. All right, cool. So at this point, all you would be doing is, you know, boxing it in, putting the roof in, and here is where you would, these are your input valves. It's going to be for your farm that's on top feeding your bone meal. So now at this point, the only thing that we have left to do is, you know, we would want to actually give it a test from the top. So we now have to fill 2 more hoppers, and we have to start with some hoppers here at the top. So yeah, we're gonna go through a time lapse while we do that. I want to make sure that you follow along the way, just so you can kind of see. But yeah, all right, give me a moment. All right, let's see here. I think that's everything. And as you can see, my villager farm that's down there, they're seeing these composters way down there and getting angry because I won't let them get to it. Yeah, so good times. All right, so at this point, all we're gonna need to do is we need to get our circuitry for our dispensers taken care of, and then we can give it a run, let it run until it's gone, and see what we got. All right, so let's go ahead and get that started. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your hopper and let's run your hopper into this stone here. Then I want you to break this stone, and then I want you to run a hopper running directly into that hopper. Then I want you to go ahead and take some concrete or stone or whatever, and I want you to make a space like so. And let's go ahead and take your comparators at that point, and then let's get a comparator there, and let's get a comparator there. Then I want you to put a temporary block on each of these, and let's go ahead and grab your sticky pistons, and then we're going to throw the sticky pistons there like so, and then we're going to break that temporary block. And what I want you to do is let's take some redstone dust, and let's put the redstone dust on the back of each of one of those, and then let's get your a block of redstone, and let's just throw it in one of these. So now we also want to go ahead and throw I don't really know what to call them, but the object that is going to be basically activating our etho clock. So let's put it that way. Once again, guys, not the technical person, just know how to do it. All right, there we go. So our system has been activated. Let's go ahead and get a lever so we can make sure we have something to cut it on and off. And now we're going to get the rest of everything going. So what I want you to do is I want you to take 2 stones, and let's throw it right there, and let's grab our redstone dust, and let's go ahead and connect the redstone dust right there like so. I want you to take an observer, and then I want you to go ahead and run that observer looking directly into that redstone. Come with one more piece of redstone, and then what I want you to do is I want you to turn around, and let's go ahead and get a repeater. And you know what, matter of fact, let's put the repeater right there, and let's make sure that that's at 4 ticks. Okay, and let's go one more piece of redstone, and then let's go grab our comparators, and then let's go ahead and run 2 comparators running into the redstone, and then let's run 2 of them opposite of that. You're going to connect the ends like so. Whoops, you're not going to press that button. You're going to connect the ends like so, and then we're going to continue on our mission. So right here is right where you're going to kind of intersect here. So let's go ahead and build across here. Alright, and let's do that like so, and there. So basically build a stairwell. And now what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take your stone, and let's go across here once, twice. Let's run a repeater here, and that repeater is just going to be on normal ticks. Let's run up the stairwell, and then we're going to run another repeater here. Same thing, same ticks. And let's get some redstone here. And then right around here, I want you to go ahead and put you an observer facing that way. Alright, and then you are going to run the redstone across here, and there's our circuit. We're going to put our buckets of water in here. Alright, excellent. And then we're going to test our circuit. And as you can see there, our water is dispersing fine, and yeah, we're good to go. So let that run through a cycle one more time just so you can kind of see. So at this point, we're just going to run the test, and there's your water. And there it is leaving. Cool. Let's make sure that we got all of our chests cleared out, just from previous things. We are going to run this bad boy. We're going to do a time lapse, and then that's going to be the end of the tutorial. The actual housing we will do later, once we build up, if you are going to continue and build something additional. For those who don't plan on really going past where we are right now, at this point you could pretty much box your farm up and you're good to go. And so let's clear this out. You're good to go. And so let's clear this out. Let's just start clearing stuff out of our inventory. Alright, let's clear out our inventory, you guys. We have done a good job. It's been a long road. Oh my God, thank you so much for being so patient, and watching, and it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, thanks so much for that. Uh, Give me a moment. Let's clear all of these out. And this is just from previous, getting things together and kind of making sure things were going to be working for you. So I want to make sure we get an accurate representation of what this thing can do versus the other ones. I'm kind of curious as well because I have not done a full test on this one compared to the previous ones that I had. So I would like to know what this one does. There are a few changes in design coming from the version 1. This one is a lot more compact than the original build, and even even more compact from the one that we had in the original showcase of the original Deedsville. By the way, I hope you guys know Deedsville has moved locations, and you should be getting that showcase soon. Got some new things to show you, so if you haven't already seen that showcase, make sure you check that out. Alright. Alright, so basically you want to clear out my inventory. Alright, and I think we've gotten all the flowers. Let's do a last check. Oh, we've missed one. Alright, so ultimately, at this point, if you guys want to make sure that yours is going to be efficient, please do consider doing something with bone meal. It would be a shame to have a build like this and not be able to take advantage of it fully. But once again, you're the person that's going to be doing all the hard work, so I definitely leave that up to you. Alright, so here we go. Let me go ahead and see if we can get a timer going. Alright, so we're going to basically see how long it takes us to go ahead and run out of bone meal and what that's going to be producing. So let's go ahead and get ready to flip the switch and wait till the water goes away. So it seems as though as our test is done, we have ran through all of our bone meal. So let's kind of go ahead and see what we end up with. Alright, so it looks like we got roughly a half a chest there, half a chest there. Oh, that one has a lot there. So I'm gonna say let's kind of combine this, you guys. Let's combine this because I want to be able to accurately show you. And you'll get more of a better representation if you do something like maybe create a silo and a shulker unloader under this underground or something like that. That way all of your flowers kind of fall in the same area. Alright, so that's a full chest, you guys. Wait. Let's take that out and put that in there. Let's take that out and put that in there. And let's take that out and put that in there. And I think this chest would be a full chest at this point. Looks good, looks good. Alright, let's go around to the other side. And let's just dump these in here. Alright, and let's go grab some out of here. Alright, so it seems as though we got roughly a full chest. And there you have it, you guys. So the Botanical Flower Garden V5. If you like this build or you want more like this, or you want to be able to go ahead and find out how to feed this bad boy, then make sure that you click on like, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you can be notified when I drop a new video. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming back and being patient with me. At this point, I'm going to say thank you for coming to DZVILLE Tutorials. I'm Deeds, that's me, and I'm out.